Hello, the internet, and welcome back to the live stream. It is Thursday, the 23rd of July, 2020. This is day 23 of Julive. You know the deal by now. Do you know the deal? Julive is live every day right here on the YouTube channel, in addition to daily DLive streams. You know I do daily content on DLive, but it's nice to be here on YouTube the same time daily. It's something kind of unique to schedule yourself and commit to a schedule. We know people that don't commit. You know, it's important to lay it down and stick with it. This concept, though, as you know, it's not my concept. This was born from the Danny Black. Now, if you want to go and give him some support, I just put his Chit Chat channel in the Chit Chat. Go over there and support the guy. It's his concept, the idea of taking the word live and banging it onto the back of July and coming up with Julive. Now, again, the idea of going live every day, that's not a new concept, but the actual word Julive. And the logo, Danny Black, the Danny Black. Go and give him some support. Today on the channel, we're going to be talking about your favorite sweets, your favorite candy, your favorite lolly. Now, I didn't understand, but there's also another category. Mindy put in the chat, which we'll get to. She said, my favorite gummy and then my favorite candy. Now, I would consider gummies and candy to be the same thing. And I mean, it depends where you live, right? But we, as Australians and the English, we know kind of the sweet treat as a lolly. I guess that stems from the old school hard-boiled lollies, like hard-boiled sugar. But I know Americans, you call it candy, and apparently you distinguish candy from gummy as well. So there's gummy and then there's candy. And then there's chocolate. I mean, it's all one. Like we just call it lollies. Yeah, I mean, that's interesting. But I do have a couple of favorites I want to hit straight off the bat. I'm a sucker for the gummy, I guess, the gummy. But it's more of the, and I don't know what you call it outside of Australia, but we call it the Killer Python, the Allen's Killer Python. Let's have a quick look. Killer Python. Now this could come up with anything, unless I put Allen's in there, right? Yeah. See, it already defaults to lollies. So this thing here, absolutely. Oh, what? Yeah, this thing here, really, really tasty. And thing is, the red, the dark colors are the bomb, right? The light color, like the yellow and the green, meh. The blue and the red, in fact, red is the bomb. The red is the best color of these lollies, and that's the kind of lolly that I like. Killer Python downsize. How they downsized? Huh, they did too. Wow, yeah. We also, for a little while there in Australia, had a killer boa, which was like a meter long. I don't know if they're going to exist here. Killer boa. It's just bringing up the same thing again. It might not have been Allen's though, the killer boa. It was massive. I mean, I've got to put the word lolly after it, right? Or candy. Yeah. What's this? 1 meter snake vital. The 26-pound edible gummy python. $150, crikey. So that's a little bit of a trip down my memory lane. And if you're looking to if you're asking what my favorite sweets are, my favorite lollies, it's that style. I don't even know what you call it. The glucosey. It's not a gummy specifically, but it's that kind of thing, right? And we got one here in Australia called the All Natural Confectionery Company. All Natural Confectionery Company. These guys make really interesting versions. Like they got their snakes, dinosaurs, soft jellies. Where are their? So they've got a variety of things, but their sour squirms, all this stuff is kind of, I guess, the same kind of thing, right? The same sort of style of sweet. But that's me. Let me go back up in the chit chat and address the chat. Robert Muller, hey everyone, I enjoy barley sugar. Okay, barley sugar. Do we know what a barley sugar is, folks? A barley sugar? I don't know if that's just an Australian thing. It's kind of like a barley sugar, barley barley sugar. It's like a hard-boiled candy. Barley sugar sweets. I guess this is the ones. It's kind of like yeah. This is what they look like. Not my favorite, and hard to eat. A hard eating candy, a sweet lolly. And he said they're made by Pascal's, Gummy Bears, Mentos, Red Licorice, and many more off the work. He couldn't pick just one. And I said Cadbury seems to have acquired a lot of the old Pascal favorites lately. What I was going to say on that point, we got a family favorite sweet. It's called the Clinker. Now, do you know what a Clinker is? Let me just show you. Let's go over here. The Clinker. Clinkers used to be Pascal. Now they're Cadbury. See, it's all Cadbury now. But what the deal with this is, you bite into it, and it's either yellow, pink, or green. So it's like a what's the center? It's like it's like nougat or something, but it's hard. And so when you bite it, it snaps, and you have to you take a bite of one. They're about as big as your thumb, and you snap it. And before you look at it, you got to call the color, right? And when we were kids, it was like, if you were eating them with friends, you'd call the color, and if you didn't get it right, you'd have to put the other half down. So if you called it and it was like pink, and it's pink, yeah, you get to eat the whole thing. But if you didn't, you have to put the other half down. But yeah, they used to be Pascal. Look, there you go, Pascal Clinkers. So that's what they used to be, and now Cadbury's have bought them, and this is what they look like. Very tasty. Well, that's a shitty photo. Terrible resolution there. Yeah, that's what they look like. Very, very nice stuff. I don't remember when Cadbury's bought them. I don't know why it changed, but I mean, it's the exact same thing. We actually had it on the weekend with the kids here, and it's the same thing, just a different packaging. Sosa Ua. Hi, hola. Hello, Soso. I said Soso. Charlotte Rose. Good morning, Yahoos. I like that. Good morning, you Yahoos. Charlotte Rose, how do you do? And I said, how's the new pad going? Now, maybe she didn't understand that, but that just means how's the new house going? That's the word pad is an Aussie thing, I guess. Just how's the new pad going? Yeah, Mindy said, hello, everyone. My favorite gummy is called a Swedish fish. A Swedish fish. A Swedish. Why can't I spell this morning? Swedish fish gummy. Ooh. I've never seen these before. Huh. They look pretty nice. They look kind of hard. Are they hard or are they soft? Swedish fish gummy. And then Mindy said, but my favorite candy are chocolate-covered almonds. Right. We don't need to search that. We know what that is. That's the same worldwide. Chocolate-coated almonds. Damn. Oh, you know what I want to find? We used to get these as kids too. My father used to love them. Red sugared peanuts. Dude. These guys. Holy crap. This reminds me of my childhood. They used to come in a bag just like that. This stuff, man. Red sugared peanuts. That was my dad's little kind of German sweet tooth. Red sugared peanuts. Back up in the chit chat. Tim, hi Mindy. Good morning, Charlotte. Good morning, Tim. Hey Mindy. And that's Ghost Scope Danny Black. There you go. Hey Tim. Hi Charlotte. Tim, hi. Morning, Benon. G'day, Timski. How do you do? Mindy, a gummy is something that is soft and chewy here in the States anyway. I mean, I know what a gummy lolly is, but is gummy different to candy? Or is gummy a candy? Is gummy candy? I guess gummy bears, they're German. It's a German thing. We used to get them on tour as well. Small fruit gum candies. So they're candy. Similar to a jelly baby in some English-speaking countries. Kind of. A jelly baby has more of a hard shell, and you sort of squash the shell in, I suppose, or the outer casing, and you get to the center. But the gummy, the whole thing is soft. It's roughly 0.8, it's 2 centimeters long and shaped in the form of a bear. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so I mean, this is kind of educational here. We're kind of learning a little bit about sweets. Tim, I just messaged you 2 photos. Mindy. Okay, not sure what that's about, but anyway. Okay, Tim. I love Red Hots. I have to order them from the USA. Red Hot candy. This could go to any kind of site, right? Red Hot candy. Red Hots. Ooh, they look interesting. A powerful cinnamon kaboom in an itty bitty bite, originally called cinnamon imperials. These hard candies hit you from the nose to the toes. Huh. I'd never heard of them. Cinnamon hard candy. Wow, that sounds interesting. Hey folks, is everything okay with my audio? It did that thing this morning. Oh, yeah, okay. Glad I checked it. It did that thing this morning where the background track was, for some reason, it was streaming from Stevan Audio. I didn't change it, but I just put the Kansas on before going live, and I'm like, huh, it's chosen the wrong track. And I never chose it, but I fixed it. I like those peanuts as well. Mindy, I think the reason my father liked them is because they are, I guess they're kind of like a, not a tradition, but they're more of a, well, they're more of a European thing, right? And easier to make, easier to store. And I think that reminded Dad of his childhood. Pink Starburst. Yes, Starburst is a very good similar candy that I like, right? The soft reds and blues and that kind of glucose. Oh, we used to have one called the Red Shark. I want to do a look for a Red Shark. But first, let's have a look at Starburst candy. Pink Starbursts. Oh, actually, sorry. This is more like a it's like a hard. It's hard, but then you bite into it and it softens down, right? Yeah, I know these guys. Yeah, rad. Let me do a search for a Red Shark candy. Or we call it a lolly in Australia. These are them, kind of. Nah. I mean, this goes back to my childhood, right? Like, kind of looks like that. I guess I should put the word lolly in because if I go candy, it's going to default to the States. Yeah, I guess they don't make them anymore like they used to. It's kind of looked like that. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Sort of strange, not actually a shark shape. Really tasty. Really tasty. The one that we grew up with as a kid going to school was actually not candy per se. It was bubble gum, and we used to get, it was called it was tattoos, right? You'd get like a little pack about that big, like baseball trading cards, and inside there'd be 5 tattoos. And what you'd do is you'd lick your arm, like make it wet. You'd get the tattoo, and you'd put it on. It was paper. You'd put it on your arm. You'd rub it in, like hold it there, and then you'd peel it back off, and it would put the tattoo on there. And the tattoo was always like sailor stuff, like I don't know, like eagles and boats and the sailing ships and rum and stuff. What were they called? It was like tattoos. I guess we could search for it. It was tattoo gum. Tattoo gum. I guess 1980s, I suppose. 80s. Tattoo gum from the 80s. I guess that's going to bring it up. What? Tattoo. See that? It took it back off. Tattoo gum 1980s. Oh, dude, that was it. Oh, shit, man. I'm seeing it. What's this one here? Dandy tattoos. This is actually it. Bubblegum pirate tattoo. This is what it was, man. Oh, here they are. This is actually... No shit. What the hell? This doesn't open up any larger. Dandy bubblegum. I wish I could make that larger for you folks. It's not really enlarging. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, these are actually... I remember these exact... I had all these tattoos, right? I remember this exact artwork. Yep. The links there. I don't remember that one. Dreamer. I remember this one. I remember having that on my arm. So what this is now selling at auctions? Crikey, folks. I had my brother had a drawer full of this stuff. It's called Dandy Bubblegum Temporary Tattoos. We used to get a packet of that nearly every day before school. And my brother had a whole drawer full of it, maybe up until, going back when we were still like kids, but going back, I guess, 20 odd years, my brother had a whole drawer of those things, unused tattoos. Unbelievable. Now they're selling them at auction. How much did that sell for? What did that sell for? Oh, you got to sign in. Get out of here. They're from 1973, dude. That's exactly... These are literally the ones that we owned. Yep, had all these. Had all of these. Wow. Dandy gum. Huh. Interesting. This is not what I wanted to do on this stream, but I guess that's candy, right? That's candy. Back up in the chat, Pascal products were first produced as a joint venture between the Cadbury brothers and James Pascal in the Tasmanian Cadbury factory in 1938. Ah. Okay. York Peppermint Patties, says Charlotte Rose back up in the chat. York Peppermint Patties. Let's get rid of the Dandy Gum Skipper tattoos. York Peppermint Patties. York Peppermint Patty. Ooh. I think I know what this is. Oh, ooh. Yes. We've got the same thing here in Australia. Oh, yeah, they're great, Charlotte. Yeah, what do we call those? What do we call them? A peppermint roll or something? Peppermint patty. No, we call them a peppermint. What do we call them? We call them. What do we call them? Peppermint candy? No. We call it. Shit, that's not. No, what do we call? What's that? A wagon wheel? Peppermint wagon? We got Is wagon wheel Australian? Mint patty. That's what we call it. A mint patty. Yeah, that's what we call it. Sorry, I'm terrible. I don't eat this stuff all that often, but peppermint patty, mint patty. But we also have the wagon wheel, right? You have the wagon wheel in the States. I'm sure you do. They're like Jack Fire, the peppermint patty. Charlotte minus the alcohol. Love the milk, but milk bottles are good. Yeah, let's have a look at milk bottles. Milk bottles. Oh, this will come up as a actual milk bottle, right? Milk bottle candy, dude. Yeah. Yeah, these are tasty, right? It's just such a strange thing to put into a lolly, right? Like into a candy. Milk bottles. They kind of look sort of sickly right there. Tim, Ben on Scanlens was the Chewy maker with a tattoo. Scanlens? Scanlens tattoos? Nah. It's funny, Tim. I remember them being blue like this, but I remember, like, literally the ones that I brought up, the Dandy ones, were the ones that we owned. But I do remember a blue packaging for some reason. But yeah, these are not... Yeah, they're not the same ones, man. They might be, but they're not. That's Popeye the Sailorman on the front there. Yeah, I kind of remember them being in a blue package like this. If I did Scanlan's tattoo pirate, that might bring it closer. I mean, yeah, maybe they did. But these graphics are not the ones that we had. Interesting trip down memory lane, though, Timbo. Yeah, interesting. But we'll move on from the tattoo ones. But thank you for reminding me. I just remembered, Mindy said, another favorite, which is saltwater taffy. Saltwater taffy. Never heard of it. Saltwater taffy. Ooh. Gourmet saltwater taffy. It's like a hard-boiled candy. Yeah, these ones don't... Huh. Are they individually wrapped? Banana Dream. I saw Banana Dream in there. Yeah, I can honestly say I've never had those. Are they wrapped there, or is that just what they look like? That's what they look like, isn't it? Yeah, I can honestly say I've never seen those before. It looks kind of like a hard-boiled candy. Hard Rock Candy 2 at Xmas. There you go. Message retracted from Jack Weber. G'day, Jackski. What'd you retract, ski? Remember candy ciggies? We called those fags in Australia. That's going to be a hard one to search for on Google, but I'm going to do it. Fag candy. They had to change their name. Fag. I guess lolly. We'll get it. Now, they had to change their name to fads. Yeah, they were fags. There you go. That's what they were called. Look. Fags. Literally. Wow, I used to love them, huh? 15 gram. Riviera. Fags. And they changed their name. They had to change their name to fads, right? This is when everybody gets offended. Hey, by the way, speaking of offense, on the D-Live yesterday, we were watching the Linus Sebastian roast, and that brought up a very interesting point, which I think we're going to... Maybe we should tap into that tomorrow. Oh, no, we're going to do the COVID update for Australia. Maybe afterwards, the day after, we'll tap into the idea of the roast, like the you know what a roast is? Not the food, right? It's when someone roasts someone else. Like I don't want to talk too much about it, but I got a few takes on that I want to bring out, and maybe we'll do that another time. Back up in the chit chat. Remember candy ciggies? Yeah, a big league chew gum that looked like chewing tobacco. Big league chew gum. Big league chew gum. Okay, I don't recall that, but it looks like chewing tobacco. Look at that. You're right there, Charlotte Rose. Comes out in strands. Yeah, I don't think we had that in Australia. I don't know. I do not recall. Bad Dragon sounds like something they would publicly warn you about at Woodstock Festival. Bad Dragon? Oh, that must have been what Jack Webster removed. Bad Dragon. Charlotte Rose, we had candy with tattoos as well. Badass generation we grew up in. Yeah, it was like trying to look like a sailor or something. We used to all put them on at school. It's like, what do we want to be? Pirates at school? Thin mints. Did we call them thin mints? Is that what you were referring to? The mint patty? Thin mint. No. But this is something newer, right? Something similar, but a newer version of the mint pate. If you have just a wrapper from those items, they are worth dollars, thousands of collectors. Dude, I'm gonna have to ask my brother if he still has it, because we literally had he had a whole drawer like this full of that shit, and we never used them. Because we used to get them. We used to get a packet. We used to get like 3 or 4 packets before school. They were only 15 cents. I remember that. And we used to have you get 3 or 4 packets, and there'd be 5 tattoos per packet plus 1 gum. And when we'd open the packet and find a double, we'd already had that card. We'd stash it, right? But we would trade them. It was trading, and I think it was the number was C dash something, and it was all the way through to 100. And the lower numbers were the harder ones to get. But we had all of them. Yeah, and we just never thought anything of it, right? Red Hots equals Jack Fire. Okay, Red Hots are like Jack Fire without the alcohol. Gotcha. Charlotte Rose, what about those wax candies? You bit the end off and drank the liquid inside? What? Wax candy? I never heard of that. Wax candy. Is this it? Is this it? I guess this wax bottles. There's one with the head bitten off, kind of. Wow. That looks pretty cool. Or is it this one? I mean, it reminds me of Australia. In Australia, we've got the Zooper Dooper. The Zooper Dooper. What a stupid name, right? The Zooper Dooper. It's an icy pole, right? Yeah. The Zooper Dooper. Look at this. You still get them, obviously. Pretty small in the graphic there, but the Zooper Dooper. All you need now is a bottle of vodka and add that to your Zooper Doopers, and you got a fun sunny afternoon, summer day festival. What about Pixie Sticks? Pixie Sticks, Mindy. Pixie Sticks? I don't know the. I know the band. I don't know the candy. Pixie Sticks. Pixie Sticks. Okay, what's that filled with? Like. Okay. So you don't eat the stick. You just tip the shit out. I can't actually. I do remember these ones. I remember this version of that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and you'd always see the plastic shit laying around afterwards, all like chewed up with someone's teeth marks all over it. Yeah, I remember those guys. Message retracted from Hayden Powell. Everyone's retracting. What's going on with the retractions? Laffy Taffy joke on every rapper. A Laffy Taffy? Laffy Taffy. Laffy Taffy. Laffy Taffy. I mean, I've never seen these. Laffy Taffy. Sour apple, cherry, banana. Oh! I'm getting some kind of memory there. It's a very hazy one. I'm getting some kind of banana memory. Not the banana. The banana assorted. You know, you get the assorted lollies and you get banana. Not that. I'm getting something with a Laffy Taffy. Was it sticky? I think it was sticky, right? Benon, there were different brands depending on which state you lived in. Scanlon's was popular in Victoria, mainly for football cards and chewing gum pack. Oh, there you go. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I totally remember the name Dandy, but I don't remember them being a yellow packet. I remember it being a blue packet, but I remember the contents being what I showed you, the sailing crap. TKK9090. My grandmother used to give me bullseye lollies, and that's where the candy actually, or the hard-boiled candy comes from, right? Bullseye lolly. It's a hard-boiled lolly. Yeah, this is kind of the. I guess this is like your original, right? And it was. I think this black and white was also the flavor, the coloring. Yeah, that's kind of. I guess that's where you get the term the hard-boiled lolly from. Cracker Jacks, says Charlotte Rose. Cracker Jacks? Cracker Jacks. Cracker Jacks? This is candy? The original Cracker Jack. Okay. What is this? Is like popcorn covered in honey? Caramel? What's with you guys? What's with Americans? It's caramel. Look at that. There's a fucking A right there. There's an A right there, caramel, and you guys say caramel. What are you forgetting the middle A? Caramel, right? Yeah, I mean, we got, I guess, something similar. It's like a honey-coated, it's popcorn, right? Honey-coated popcorn with peanuts. Okay, well, we don't have the peanuts in there. That's pretty cool. That looks pretty cool. Looks like a sticky mess, though, if you're going to watch a movie and dip into popcorn. And Tim says, and now fads have left the market as they gave kids encouragement to smoke cigarettes. I mean, that's what they were, right? That's the whole idea. You were smoking a cigarette. There's no denying that. That was the fun part, right? The idea was that you could be an adult by smoking a cigarette and then you could eat it, and it's like you're having candy. You can't deny that. That was the marketing pitch. Smoke a cigarette. Smoke that cigarette. Hey chat, hey TKK9090. Sorry, keeps unsending weird. Bad dragons. Hayden Powell says bad dragon candy. Does someone want to check that? Last time I typed in something we'd never seen from someone. You know what happened yesterday. Someone else want to type in bad dragon candy? Because I don't want to type that in. Nothing against you, Hayden, but who the hell are you? We don't know who you are, and I gotta protect myself here, man. Yesterday we typed in something, well, I thought was a dessert, and it came up with something totally not dessert related. But nice to see you, Hayden. If you're not a troll, good to see you. If you are a troll, one of these fingers is for you, man. I won't put it up yet, though. But yeah, we got some pretty interesting candies. There's a shop in Australia or up in the Blue Mountains called the Lura Lolly Shop. Let me bring that up. Let me show you what it looks like. Lura Lolly Shop. This is a candy store up in the Blue Mountains, which pretty much has every conceivable candy you could ever want. If you come to Australia and you're missing something from back home, and everyone goes up to the Blue Mountains anyway, it's a scenic part of the world. Definitely one of the main attractions you should see when you come to Australia. Well, this candy store is like about 2 kilometers to the east of the main lookout, and so all the tourists go there to sort of stock up on their loved candy from back home. As you can see, it's a never-ending supply of whatever you need from any country that you could ever, anything you could ever imagine. It's in this store, right? If you can't get it in here, it doesn't exist, or they haven't got it in stock. They'll order it in. Unbelievable. Yeah, it's like a children's. Yeah, like this guy here. It's a child's. It's all the Christmases come at once, right? Yeah, very cool stuff. Candy, like I said yesterday with desserts, it's not something that I eat regularly, but I do enjoy a little sweetness. In fact, I got a little sweetness right here, right now. I'm not going to open this, but I'm thinking about doing this today. I'm not sure yet. I got to check the weather. But speaking of candy, folks, look what I've got right here. My own lovely. Well, hold on a second. Put these back on. Look at this candy in the flavor of Jack Daniels. Now, do you remember when Adrian Banks, rest in peace, where is the man? I don't know if he's even alive. He brought me a Jack. What's the term? He brought me I forgot the word. A hamper. He brought me a hamper of Jack Daniels, and in it was this and the Tennessee honey chocolate. Well, this one hasn't been opened yet. However, expiry date 10th of the 12th, 2019. So we're 6 months out of date. I'm thinking this one here will also be missing the liqueur. Oh, smells good. It'll also be missing the liqueur center like the honey one was. You know how it evaporated? So I do have a bottle of Jack there to help me. But if I get time today, I'll go and make a review of that. Otherwise, I'll do it on the weekend. Actually, I probably won't do it today because I want to go for a surf if there's conditions. But anyway, we'll see. We'll see. But folks, before we roll here, I want to move into letting you know about my album. Now, we're going to do this for the whole month of July. I can tell you honestly, I'm so sick of this by now. I don't know how you guys feel, but I'm dead sick of this album. I'm sick of hearing my promo for it. But I said I'd do it. I'm doing it for the whole month of July. This is my album and how you can get it. Welcome back to the, no, not a slightly random daily song at all. This is not slightly random, and this is not a song. This is a video to explain to you the Armageddon and how you can get your own copy of the Armageddon. Now, what's the Armageddon? It's my latest release. You know, I've been talking about the music I make under the moniker of That's Well, we've been discussing the latest recording. It's been taking place for the last little while. I'm happy to announce that today is release day, July 1, 2020. Why have I chosen the date July 1st for the release here? No reason except that everything kind of moved towards that being the end point of the recording process. And I figured for the whole month of July, I could promote this album, getting it into your hands. I want to give it to you for free. That's the thing. I want to give you the album for free. So as of today, and right through the whole month of July, there will be a link that I'll make clear to you either in the description here or in the chat. This is the link for you to go to and to nab the album for free, completely for free. You can download those MP3s and go to town. But the reason I want to talk to you more in detail about that is because I also want you to be able to get your hands on a hard copy if you want it. Now, you may not want this. You may just want the songs, and that's cool. But if you do want a hard copy of the album, you're gonna have to buy it, and it's not like you're buying it off a shelf. I'm only gonna print the amount that people order. So from July 1, let's say through to July 30, right? That's the whole month. That's the order process. So if you put your order in anytime in July, that means you are getting a hard copy of the album, but it hasn't been made yet. At the end of July, I will snap that process off, and if you've ordered,
We'll go on and get those printed and then I'll ship them to you. Now the cost will be very, very negligible. I'm not looking to make money here. I'm not a musician. I'm a live streamer. I create content. I enjoy making music, but that's not the point of this. The point of it is to have a bit of a laugh. The only reason I want to do the hard copy is because last time with the second umming, so many people wanted a hard copy and I only had 20 made. So this time I'm not making them until I know how many are wanted. So if you do want to nab a hard copy, go to that link, do all the things there. While you're there, grab the download. This here is not the album. This is mocked artwork. This is the cover of the album, but that is not the actual album. On the album, there are a bunch of songs.
There was a time when I tried to explain. It was very blunt, but on the right track. I smoked him hard after a bottle of Jack. And what I said I would never take back. But he took it the way that a schoolboy would.
Without going too deep into the details, I recorded everything. Guitars, bass, lead guitar, rhythm guitar, vocals. You know Duncan, Buzz Kingo. On certain tracks, he came down here and helped out, added his little bit to it as well. That's all listed on the liner notes in the artwork. Another reason why you'd want to get a hard copy. Having Duncan down here to help out with the music was so rad. It was so much fun. But he's not the only guest to appear on the album. Out here in the ocean, one day I was surfing with a South African guy who was holidaying in the next door house. And after a bit of chit-chatting, we got hanging out. And he kind of said, oh, just curiously, do you happen to have an instrument? I mean, I've been missing the guitar. I play a bit of guitar. He came in, we had a jam, we wrote a song. It's on the album. That all came from surfing right here, just random surfing with a stranger.
It's looking for the dream. Today we're gonna feel like never before. Number 3, tomorrow the same.
Also featured on the album is the handiwork of Lachlan Sheehan. Now Lachlan is the sound engineer with Tracer. He did a beautiful, beautiful job at polishing a turd. He didn't just polish a turd, he rubbed that thing until it shone like Jupiter in all of its glory. Does Jupiter shine? I don't know, but whatever Lachlan did, he made this stuff way better than what it was. Lockie, dude, thank you so much, man. Go and have a listen to this and tell me this doesn't sound audibly, sonically insane. Lockie, yeah! There's also a few cover songs in here. Now, you guys wanted me to do 4 Non-Blondes, so I did that. That's in there.
Sometimes when I'm lying in bed just to get it all out, what's in my head, and I'm feeling a little peculiar. And so I wake in the
There's also a Pink Floyd cover. There's also an Omnis cover, right? I covered one of my own songs. The rest of that stuff is brand new material for you to enjoy. But that's not all. You know me and music. My favorite band is Ween. I love the band Ween. And so to make this release even more special, I recorded 20 covers of Ween songs, and it's on this album here. The point of me showing you that is, that's also for you as part of this package. When you download the album The Armageddon, you get this as a bonus free disc. And if you order a hard copy of The Armageddon, you also get a hard copy of 10 More Songs by Ween.
I don't know where you're coming from, but I wish you'd go away. And I don't know where you get your money from, but I wish I didn't have to be the one to pay. And I'm not sure how to say.
I've chosen to call it 10 More Songs by Ween, but put 20 songs on there to be a little bit silly. But anyway, that's there for you as well. And I'll also throw in some Gives a Minute stickers for those hard copy orders. If you order a hard copy, you'll get some stickers. You'll get 3 things. You'll get the Armageddon, you'll get 10 More Songs by Ween, you get a bunch of Gives a Minute stickers. I might even write a handwritten note on there for you as well. But you have to do it between now, July 1, and July 30. After July 30, there will be no more orders. Whatever it is, the number that we have, the amount, is what we go and order. There'll be about a month delay between when they get manufactured and when I can ship them to you. So if you order any time between now and the end of July, I would expect you to receive your copy of The Armageddon in September. That'd be the earliest. I'd say August will be the production, then there'll be the mail out. I reckon September you'd get it. That's why there's the download link to grab the music right now if you want it. Don't come to me after July and say, I want the album, man. You won't be able to get it. You'll have to go to Spotify's and Apple Music and all that place to buy it. This is the 1 month of opportunity. It's July, the opportunity month. Is that enough promo? I don't know about doing promo for my own music. There it is. I promoted my own music. Now look, while I sit down and take a listen to both The Armageddon and 10 More Songs by Ween, you guys can go back to the live stream. This is not a Slightly Random Daily Song. Just go back to the live stream. I'll see you there.
And here they are. There they are. Here I am. Where are you? Are you here? There it is. The Armageddon. I tell you, the more I see that promo video, the worse I think it is. I'm looking forward to not having to talk about that anymore. But like I said, if you want it, now's the time to get it. Do not come to me afterwards and say, man, I was going to do it in July, but I didn't get around to it. Nah, 31 days is all you get. After that, there's no more ordering. There's no more giving. It's just done, right? We're over. And I'm going to start another project called Pointy Logo Band with Duncan. That's the plan. Get this done and then move on to Pointy Logo Band. But folks, unless you have any more comments you want to add to this content in terms of candy and lollies and sweets, shall we roll out of here? Should we call it a stream? Should we say been fun, but let's move on to other things? I've got stuff to do here today, actually. I want to go for a surf, number one, but there are no waves. I ran out and had a check. Also, I looked at the roof before, and my antenna, well, I don't know if it's my antenna, but there's something circular on the roof right where my antenna cable is. What I'm thinking is one of the cables has fallen out of the MIMO antenna, but that wouldn't make sense because I checked it before and I got five bars of signal and we got great speed. So I don't know. There's something on the roof though. It's a big circle. So that's got to be fixed. And then I'm also midway through setting up the interview situation, the television with the interviews. So if I can get that kind of nutted out in the next couple of days, I do want to do a test stream here. I'd like to do an interview with someone. Not an interview, just a test, right? In Discord video. I'm getting closer. I'm setting things up and just working through a couple of different issues. One of them being the ATEM Mini, which I'm going to be using for my switcher, didn't come with a Type-C USB cable. You literally, the way you bring the information from the switcher into the MacBook is through Type-C. They don't give you that cable though. Luckily, I do have a couple of them laying around, but I'm looking for a Type-C to Type-C. But I have a Type-C to USB, which I don't think that gives the same thoroughfare as Type-C to Type-C. But I don't know. It might be good. We'll work it out anyway. But that's what I'm doing right now. Mindy says, go check that roof. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I went and looked at the ocean and looked up and I saw a big coil of things. This is my wiring above me. It could be part of that. But folks, I can hear the outro music rolling here. Thank you for a sweet stream. A sweetness of candy stream. I'll see you all tomorrow here on the stream or on DLive this afternoon. Cheers.